Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
Many ask, if God created pigs and the ingredients for alcohol, why forbid us from consuming them? God is the creator of all things, but creation does not equal permission. Take fire. It's a blessing for warmth and cooking, but no one would put their hand in it just because it exists. Similarly, God created both nourishing and poisonous plants. We use our intellect to avoid what harms us. The existence of something is not a license for its misuse. Islam's dietary laws are built on this principle. Distinguishing benefit from harm, God, in His wisdom, has shown us what is pure and beneficial, and what is impure and harmful. These rules are not arbitrary restrictions, but divine guidance for our protection. Just as a manufacturer provides an instruction manual, God provides us with guidance for a healthy, successful life. Our intellect, a gift from God, helps us recognize the wisdom in these boundaries. The rules are a mercy, not a burden. They protect us from physical and spiritual harm. God's knowledge surpasses ours. His laws are for our benefit. Following them is an act of trust in our Creator. The purpose is not deprivation, but preservation and well-being. The prohibition of alcohol in Islam is rooted in both scripture and science. The Quran calls intoxicants defilement from the work of Satan, and commands believers to avoid them. Modern science confirms alcohol's harm. It's linked to over 200 diseases including liver failure, cancer, and brain damage. Even small amounts are unsafe. Recent studies show no safe level of consumption. Alcohol is a poison, impairing judgment and damaging vital organs. Islam's prohibition is a preventative health measure, protecting both body and mind. It preserves clarity, reason, and our connection to God. The rule is not arbitrary, but a shield against proven harm. By forbidding alcohol, Islam safeguards individuals and society. Science now affirms what divine guidance established centuries ago. The Creator's wisdom is evident in every command. Alcohol's harm extends beyond the individual. It devastates families and communities. Intoxication leads to violence and crime and family breakdown. Alcoholism destroys homes, wastes resources, and perpetuates cycles of trauma. Drunk driving claims thousands of innocent lives each year. The Quran links intoxicants to animosity, hatred, and spiritual decay. Islam's prohibition is a comprehensive solution, closing the door to these tragedies. By removing the root cause, Islam protects both society and the soul. The prohibition of pork in Islam is about purity, health, and obedience to God. The Quran repeatedly forbids the flesh of swine, grouping it with other impure things. Pigs are scavengers, consuming harmful substances that remain in their bodies. Their rapid digestion fails to filter out toxins which can be stored in their fat. Pork carries parasites and diseases like trichinosis and tapeworms even with modern cooking. Its high saturated fat content is linked to heart disease and obesity. God's prohibition is a preventative measure, protecting us from harm science is only now fully understanding. The rule is not about the animal but about our well-being. It distinguishes between what is pure and what is harmful. God's mercy is shown in guiding us away from what would damage our bodies. These dietary laws are not unique to Islam, they continue the guidance given to previous prophets. The Old Testament forbids pork, and Jesus, as a devout Jew, would have followed these laws. The change in Christian practice came later, not from Jesus himself. Islam reinstates the original pure teachings of all prophets, including the prohibition of pork. The Bible also warns against the dangers of alcohol, describing its harm vividly. Islam's complete prohibition fulfills this wisdom, closing the door to harm. Abstaining from pork and alcohol aligns with the example of Jesus and the original divine law. Islam preserves the timeless guidance for human well-being. The logic behind these dietary laws is universal, not limited to one faith. Jews have abstained from pork for millennia, following the same divine guidance. Many health experts today advise against pork and processed meats due to health risks. Health-conscious people, regardless of faith, avoid harmful foods for well-being. Treating the body with respect is a universal value. Islam's dietary laws are like an owner's manual for optimal health. Muslims, Jews, and health-minded individuals all share this concern for purity. Islamic laws are a complete divinely guided expression of the human quest for health and purity. Islamic dietary laws reveal God's wisdom and mercy. True freedom is living in harmony with our Creator's guidance, not being enslaved by harmful desires. God's rules are like a loving parent's protection, shielding us from harm we may not see. When asked why we abstain from pork and alcohol, the answer is, our faith cares for us completely. It protects our bodies, minds, and souls from proven harm. These commands are acts of love from our Creator, not deprivation. Obeying them is gratitude and trust in God's wisdom. We choose health, clarity, and peace, now and in the hereafter. These prohibitions are pillars of a holistic, divinely designed system for well-being. The right path is clear. God's guidance is a gift for all who seek it.